Good morning, everybody. It's time for me to have my first ever authentic experience of having breakfast in Taiwan, here in Taipei. I'm here next to Ximen Station. Of course, I'm going to mispronounce things a little bit, and I apologize for that. I'm learning, and I'll learn on this trip. We are in, I believe, the Ximending area, Ximending district, potentially. And I'm a bit nervous right now because I'm outside of my comfort zone in this situation when I'm about to order an authentic breakfast at a place that I've found online that seems highly recommended. I'm hoping it'll be very authentic, and I don't know exactly what to order. There's likely to be a language barrier, and of course I'm also vlogging this. Let me just show you a little bit more where we are right now. So there's lots of things that could go wrong. And yeah, it does make me a little bit nervous, and of course I'm new to this experience of vlogging things, so oftentimes I'm walking around, and by the way, you can hear I've got a little bit of a cold still. I'm almost, I think I've almost recovered from it, but you'll hear that in my voice. But yes, it's a new thing for me to try to do something like this, especially where there's the potential for a language barrier. So I believe it's down this way. And in addition to the language barrier, there's also the cultural barrier of just not knowing exactly what to order. And also, to be honest, you'll see in some of these food vlogs that I'm just ignorant about food in general. I really am quite childlike. So this is like about overcoming a lot of these concerns. So okay, this is where we're going today. This has become highly recommended. And here's what's on the menu up here. Oh. Right away I'm realizing I can probably just indicate the numbers. So it'll make things easier. So it looks like quite a few options. And my understanding, oops, sorry guys, I'm just trying to navigate the camera here. I believe one of the classic things to have here in the morning is soy milk and some sort of like egg crepe or something like that. So let's go in and take a closer look. Let's see. Hi, good morning. I was wondering about soy milk. Soy milk, I'm just going to show that on the menu here. Soy milk. There's the soy milk right there. And let's see here. Sorry guys, I'm still navigating how to use the camera as well. So there's the soy milk, we can try that. And then where is the egg crepe? Is there also like a egg crepe or something? Egg crepe? Oh, right there, the egg omelet. So could I have the egg omelet and the soy milk? Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna try the egg omelet and some soy milk. There's plenty of things on the menu, but I think I'll start with that. See how I go. Yeah, I'll have the egg omelet, please, and then the soy milk as well.
One hot.
Yes, please.
And sugar or no sugar?
Sorry?
One hot sugar.
Just one. Just one, yeah.
55.
Okay, thank you. Shishi, thank you.
You want for him?
Yeah.
Stand here, waiting 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay, I'll just wait right here, and then I'll come back inside. Thank you. Okay, so far so good. That actually made it a lot easier to have pictures that I could just look at and then point at. So that concern was overcome pretty quickly. You can see here that it's filled with people today. And there's only so many tables. So it sounded like she was saying there's a 5-minute wait for the food, and then we may or may not be able to sit down. But if we can't, that's okay. We'll just head back to that area that we were before, and hopefully find another place to sit down. Or I can even, actually, I'm using the tripod today for the first time, so I can set that down and maybe just crouch. But yeah, apologies again for my cold, everybody. I've been taking really good care of myself the last few days in anticipation of this trip. It actually was kind of sad in Manila to not be able to get out and do some vlogging and busking for about 3 or 4 days, because I really wanted to make sure that I recovered as best I could for this trip to Taipei. So I can still hear my voice, but the good news is I think it is on its way out. But yeah, to come back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, there can be a language barrier, of course, for me or anybody that goes to another culture and they don't speak the language. Everything's new for me when it comes to the local food. But the thing I should really emphasize and kind of hinted at before is, just generally speaking, I'm somewhat ashamed, but also it's a relief to admit I'm quite childlike when it comes to my experience of food. And the funny thing is that it's not because I don't enjoy great food, I'm just very ignorant of it. And I think I can just be, I think it really is, like the more I confront it and think about it, especially in these videos, I think it really, oh, looks like my food's ready. Awesome. Shishi, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Shishi, thank you. Okay, this is great. This is incredible. Sorry guys, I'll turn the camera on. This is great. Well, maybe I think you guys saw me walk over, but I've got this table here in the corner. And now this will be my first time ever actually setting down a camera and using the tripod. So there are a lot of firsts happening right now. Let me just adjust the camera, guys. Okay. And also, of course, I'm learning. I should be showing you what's going on here with the foods. Let's see if I can show you. So, got the straw here. Let's see if I can, first challenge is to poke this in. Kind of difficult to do while I'm holding the camera. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not sure how. Let's try. Oh, maybe it's in the middle. This is really, so it's sharp on the end there. I'm wondering if there's a specific spot. I'm scared to do it too hard because I don't want it to explode. Oh, challenge 1, I passed it. I was very, very worried that this would turn into me making a giant mess and embarrassing myself. So we're gonna get my first, I can already tell just by touching it that it's really warm. So once again, completely ignorant and didn't even know that this would be heated up, so that's amazing. And then this is some sort of egg omelet breakfast dish with some chopsticks. So let me rotate the camera. And let me pivot this up a bit. And let's get my first impressions of the soy milk. This is exciting for me, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I did feel, if I'm honest, I felt nervous because I just felt like there's so many ways in which I might embarrass myself in this video. And this cold is kind of a barrier for communicating as well. But here we are. Soy milk. Ready for the first impression? Let's see. Really nice. This is actually, I believe, the first time in my life that I've ever had soy milk heated up. I don't know if that's true, but I think it's true. I've had soy milk in my life, not frequently, and this is the first time I've ever had it heated up. And I can see why people do this. It's very comforting to start your day. I can especially imagine if it was cold outside, that it would be even more so. Coming back to that childlike thing, as soon as I taste something and I enjoy it, I just imagine like a 2-year-old who's never tried soy milk before. As soon as I enjoy it, I kind of want to just drink the whole thing right now, but I'll resist that urge. Let me flip the camera again and show you guys a little bit more of what I'm seeing. So it's got some sort of, can you see that? Some sort of girl rocking out with a guitar. What's this? Next to a stereo with a speaker, it looks like. Looks like these are like options you can tick off, and I don't know what they mean. Being here in Taipei already kind of reminds me of Tokyo in a way when I see this kind of thing. And then I don't think there's anything of note on the sides, just a design there. Okay, and now it'll be time for my first bite of this guy. Figuring out how to navigate the camera there. Again, thank you guys for your patience as I shoot this video. I did my first ever mukbang video quite randomly when I was in Cebu, and TJ and Jude took me for my first experience of eating lechon, and we kind of stumbled onto doing a mukbang video. But this is my first time ever doing one by myself, and really like having no idea what's going to happen. So I feel very lucky that I got the chance to sit at this table here in the corner, because it's making it a lot easier to shoot this video. So here we go. First bite. There it is there. I don't know if you're supposed to eat the whole thing, but I'm going to. That's genuinely really tasty. I haven't actually even watched a lot of videos, like mukbang videos. I can imagine a lot of people perform and say, ooh, ah, ooh. I'm just guessing. So maybe right now I can feel like the instinct to perform for you. But everything I'm going to, all my reactions are going to be genuine. That's really nice. Heat it up, warm. I can taste the egg. And I don't know what else is in there. Let's see if we can figure out what else is in there. And just rotate the camera again. Don't know. For all I know, it could just be egg. And again, coming back to what I was saying before. I think I detect soy sauce. I'm not sure, but I think I can taste soy sauce. Coming back to what I was saying before. As soon as I taste something for the first time and I enjoy it, like step number one of being quite childlike is the ignorance. Step number two, once I'm no longer ignorant, is that I kind of just want to eat it all out. I think there's like 4 of them here. 4 or 5, maybe 5. I've had 2 out of 5. So I'm going to resist the urge right now to just gobble them all up super quickly, because I am quite hungry this morning. And experiment with what it means to actually savor it, for my own sake, and also for the sake of this video. It was quite the epiphany for me to do that lechon video in Cebu. My girlfriend introduced me to mukbang videos. She's an enthusiastic viewer of them. That's the only reason I know the word, and I even know what they are. So I have seen a few, but it's all quite mysterious to me, everything about it. But having that experience with TJ and Jude, TJ was my sort of guide that day. There's a few things I learned. And firstly and foremost, I actually am quite the ideal candidate for videos like this, because I thought I'd be the last person to do videos like this. Because I thought that you had to be a foodie or an expert for it to make sense. But the truth is, me having never tasted things, but being genuinely open-minded and curious, and then actually appreciating it. I'm gonna take another sip of this. That's really comforting and nice. Makes me kind of, in a way, makes it kind of perfect for me to do these videos. And now here we are, a couple weeks later, now in Taipei. Now me doing it by myself for the first time. Figuring out how to use the tripod, overcoming my shyness and nervousness about approaching while shooting, and not knowing how it's going to turn out in terms of, will I have a place to sit? Will it feel weird to talk to you guys while I eat? I'll let you guys see everybody else for a little bit. And so far, so good. Really, this feels perfectly. I have to thank this place. Shout out to this place for providing me with such wonderful food. Excellent service. She was very helpful. The food was prepared very quickly. She clarified if I was going to dine in or not, and then I think she kind of helped to assist with this table. And it's making for a very positive first experience. You guys can't fully understand how funny and awesome it is to me at the age of 45 years old to be making these videos, which is totally unexpected, but also to be recognizing there's a serious opportunity for me to move beyond the story in my own mind, that I'm ignorant and inexperienced and afraid of exploring food, into maybe over time with these videos and your support and your suggestions about what I should try next. Maybe it's time for me to let go of that narrative and to just embrace it and to become somebody who begins to know what he enjoys, and when I travel, to really make it a priority. I'm really excited thinking about that right now. And it makes me think about, in life, the many ways in which I think we all, I can only know for sure for myself, but the ways in which I kind of paint myself into a corner with any aspect of life by deciding, that's not really my thing, or I'm not good at that, so I'll just avoid it. I feel like the older you get, the more you settle into those stories. And then that's your life, And then maybe you missed out on some incredible experiences. I know with music, for example, that so much of the joy I've experienced with playing music has relied upon me overcoming an assumption that it's not something I would be capable of doing. And I think a lot about it, continue to think a lot about it, because I frequently meet people, and in fact, in recent years when I was teaching guitar, I would encounter the same story over and over and over. Different types of people, same story. About basically their fear or their musical trauma, what I would refer to as musical trauma. At a young age, they somehow decided, they learned or internalized somehow that they were not good at it or capable of it. So they just kind of shut down. And then by the time they would come to me seeking support with learning how to play guitar, it might be a few years later, it might be decades later. I had students ranging from, let's say, in their 20s into their 60s. And I was always inspired by that. So I'm thinking about that right now as I realize this video, which I thought was, okay, I'm in Taipei and I'll try the local food, which it is. And just paying off handsomely right now because I'm having such a good meal. And so inexpensive as well. I was barely paying attention because I was so focused on so many things. I believe this was 30 Taiwanese dollars, which is, I convert things to Canadian dollars in my mind because I'm Canadian. It's probably like $1.25 or something. Maybe in US dollars, something like $1. And then the egg omelet, I can't remember, but something like a couple dollars. There's been so many times when I've traveled in my life where purely because I don't know what to do, I'll just pick whatever the sure thing is. So when there's the, chain restaurant or, phenomenon, like Starbucks, for example, if I'm standing out there and I'm hungry and I don't know what to do and I have to eat now, I'll see the Starbucks sign. I'll go in there and I'll order, what's likely to be an American-style breakfast, just to solve the problem of being hungry. And every time I've done it, I've accepted it because it sort of just is what it is. But I've always known I'm missing out. But this morning, I'm not missing out. Not only am I enjoying a delicious, authentic meal, Taiwanese meal here in Taipei this morning, and having a chance to interact with some local people, although I'm still quite shy about talking to people, but I'll get better at that. But I'm also overcoming a lifelong issue. So yeah, like I say, with music, from my experience both confronting my own fear and helping others with their fear, and now with this, I realize it can be music, it can be food, it can be any aspect of life, but the richness of life is in confronting your fears, and I say that as somebody who's continuing to only scratch the surface of noticing what I'm afraid of and what I'm going to do about it. This morning I started the video by acknowledging that fear, and part of me feels like the audience doesn't want to hear that. There's no need to tell people you're afraid. It's not of interest. But I'm glad I did, because it's now encouraged me to set the tone for this video, which is one of candor. I really want these videos to be real. You can't help but feel a bit performative when you're getting into the hang of it, because you kind of just feel a desire to be interesting. But yeah, I can feel in the course of this video, it starts out a little bit that way, and with each video, I become better and better. I hope. Happy in myself. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'm going to do more of this on this trip, and when I get back to the Philippines, and hopefully elsewhere around the world. This was a delicious meal. I recommend this place. I'll make sure, I think I got the sign earlier actually when I began the video. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.